Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start episode 655 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Chapter 1134. Why should I explain anything to you? The loan services of the Universal Bank were incredibly advanced. Repayment could be spread over as many as 10,000 installments. One payment per year, which meant you could repay over 10,000 years. Of course, with interest, the total repayment could end up being nearly 5 times the original amount, roughly 500 trillion. If you chose to repay over just 1,000 years, it would only come to around 200 trillion. This amount might seem like a huge sum to me now, but if I can win the Holy Heir's inheritance, or even break through to the galactic level, it won't be a big deal. If worst comes to worst, I'll mortgage the entire Feather Clan's assets. I can't lose face, and I must get the Starflower. As the proud Black Alum heir, how can I become a laughingstock? Driven by pride, Black Alum forcefully bought the Starflower, even if it meant taking a loan. Congratulations to the Black Alum heir for successfully winning the Starflower. And now, we move on to the final item of today's auction, the 1,000-fold Eternal Flame. This flame is ranked 178th on the Universal Exotic Flames list. It was born inside a star that has burned for over 300 million years and was personally retrieved by a Universal Overlord-level powerhouse. As we all know, most exotic flames in the universe originate from within stars. However, due to the extreme temperatures, even peak stellar river-level experts can only remain on the star's surface. Only those at the pinnacle of strength, Universal Overlords, can travel freely within a star's core. That's what makes this flame extraordinarily rare. The starting price is 10 trillion nebula coins, with a minimum increment of 1 trillion per bid. As the auctioneer's words fell, Qian immediately raised his paddle. 100 trillion. Excellent. Bidder number 69, Mr. Qian, bids 100 trillion. Do we have any higher bids? 110 trillion, shouted the Flame Peak heir. The Fire Clan's wealth was clearly unmatched. This brother, Flame Peak said, the 1,000-fold Eternal Flame holds special significance for our Fire Clan. I respectfully ask that you let it go. If you're willing to step back, the Fire Clan is prepared to offer 10 grade, 3 civilized treasures, and 1 grade, 4 divine weapon as compensation. While this offer might seem generous, for someone like Qian, who casually threw around hundreds of trillions, it was relatively minor. Still, the Flame Peak heir had been polite and showed clear intent. Qian paused. Was this some kind of blessing in disguise? He didn't even have to do anything, and people were offering him treasures? The flame was great, yes, but he wasn't spending his own money. No matter how much it cost, he felt nothing. But if someone wanted to give him things for free, now that was a good deal. All right, Qian replied. Since you've shown such sincerity, I'll withdraw my bid. The Flame Peak heir nodded, clearly understanding that someone who casually spent trillions wasn't really interested in trinkets, but rather in respect. Thank you, brother. The Fire Clan will remember this favor. This spatial ring is for you. Please accept it. With a wave, a ring floated toward Qian. He scanned it with his spiritual sense, 11 treasures inside, each of immense value. The Fire Clan was certainly generous. Combined, they were worth at least several trillion nebula coins. I bid 150 trillion. Flame Peak had assumed that, aside from Qian, no one else would compete at that level. But unexpectedly, a refined-looking man stepped forward, a handsome face with twin mustaches and a composed, aristocratic air. He had a guard at his side, another noble, by the looks of him. 160 trillion. Flame Peak bid again. 200 trillion, the refined man called out without hesitation. Gasps echoed through the room. Who is this guy? And how rich must he be to casually call out such a sky-high bid? This auction was full of ridiculous tycoons. This flame was the only item that the Princess Xingyue had taken an interest in. 201 trillion. Flame Peak gritted his teeth and pushed onward. Even for the Fire Clan, 200 trillion was a massive figure. 300 trillion. Gasp. That price stunned the entire hall. Flame Peak looked utterly defeated. 300 trillion was beyond anything he had prepared. Do I just let it go? Name, Lan Xingyue. Level, Galactic Stage 1, Level 31. Beauty Score, 9.9. Identity, Princess of Water Blue Star. Current favorability, 20, cannot be bonded at this time. So this is the Princess of Water Blue Star. Chen Yuan blinked. She looks completely different. I barely recognized her. And why the heck does she have favorability toward me already? Alright, bidder number 98, Mr. Lon has bid 300 trillion nebula coins. Do we have a higher offer? 300 trillion going once. Going twice. Flamepeak clenched his fists but knew this was his limit. 300 trillion. I bid 500 trillion. Chen Yuan was back. Hands behind his back, face calm as still water. Even with such a sky-high price, he showed no sign of concern. You bastard, the refined man shouted. Didn't you say you wouldn't bid? You even accepted Flamepeak's gift. How can you go back on your word? I said I wouldn't bid against Flamepeak. I never said anything about you. Now that Flamepeak has withdrawn, I'm free to bid as I please. You punk, don't think you can steal this deal. I'm buying this flame for my wife. If you can't afford it, shut your mouth. If you've got guts, let's settle it with strength. Chen Yuan sneered, clearly amused. That look pushed Princess Xingyue to the edge. This guy, he dared to mock me. He's way too arrogant. A mere level 7-star realm punk dares mock a galactic level prodigy? Water Blue Star's #1 genius? You've got some nerve. 600 trillion, the refined man shouted in fury. 1 trillion, Chen Yuan casually fired back. You? What you? You broke bum. If you can't afford it, shut your trap. I'm so broke. All I have left is money. Don't like it? Fight me. Chen Yuan's arrogant smirk nearly reached the ceiling. Chapter 1135. Binding the Star Moon Princess. Ding. Simp mode activated. Name, Lan Xingyue Star Moon. Age, 2,596 years old. Height, 175 centimeters. Level, Galactic Tier 1, Stage 31. Beauty rating, 99/100. Current favorability toward host, -30 points. Binding relationship, simp mode. Once her favorability exceeds 95 points, reversal is successful. She becomes your simp. Reversal reward, 10% rebate on simp spending. Enhancement points, 500,000. Skills, 9 revolutions star technique. He 2 13 swords. First level of He 2 sword intent. 28% comprehension of water law. 29% comprehension of space law. 15% comprehension of fire law. Ding. Congratulations on binding to a level 4 universe life form. Your simp credit limit has increased to 9 quadrillion star river coins. Suddenly, a series of system notifications rang in Chen Yuan's mind. His cosmic bank account just gained another massive boost. This time, 9 quadrillion star river coins. Chen Yuan already had some understanding of these currencies. Civilizations of level 1 to 3 primarily use nebula coins. Civilizations of level 4 to 6 primarily use star river coins. Just 1 star river coin equals 100 million nebula coins, a massive gap in value. So, only higher-tier civilizations or cosmic powerhouses deal in this currency. Binding the Star Moon Princess brought this unexpected bonus. Now Chen Yuan felt even more confident. So Princess Xingyue comprehends fire laws too? No wonder she was interested in the 1,000-fold eternal flame. I just talked back a bit. Why'd her favorability drop so much? At first meetings, favorability can be unstable. One small thing can massively raise or tank it. Auction scene. Mr. Chen Yuan from paddle number 69 has bid 1 quadrillion nebula coins. Any higher bids? Going once. Going twice. Sold. Asterisk. Congratulations, Mr. Chen Yuan, for acquiring the precious 1,000-fold eternal flame. The auctioneer shouted excitedly. This was her career highlight. That amount is huge. Can I pay in Star River coins instead? Boom. The entire venue fell into stunned silence. He has Star River coins. Only those from level 4 or higher civilizations use that currency. He must be from a top-tier civilization. Yes, Mr. Chen Yuan, the Universal Bank accepts Star River coins. Please pay just 10 million. Chen Yuan paid smoothly, without even blinking. This sum, though huge, wasn't small even in higher civilizations. This confirmed Chen Yuan's impressive background. Water Mangru, Favorability plus 10 now at 50 points. Though he was only at star stage 7, even Flame Peak's holy son had to show him respect. His identity, supported by Star River coins, gained an extra layer of mystery. Sure, I got this flame for you. Even if you don't use fire-type techniques, I'll buy you the most expensive gifts regardless. Qian Yuan said sincerely. He was simply being honest. Rule of picking up girls. The gift doesn't have to be the most suitable, just the most expensive. Doesn't matter if it's suitable. If it's expensive, it becomes suitable. Reactions from others. So jealous. She's just a low-level star stage 1 Feather Clan girl. Her talent, race, and cultivation don't match mine. Why does she get such love from a top-tier noble? Everyone has their preferences. Guess he just likes her. She's lucky. If someone treated me like that, I'd die for them. Presentation. Miss Bayou Sure E, please accept the 1,000-fold eternal flame. The auctioneer personally presented the treasure. Even the container was a treasure from a level 4 civilization or higher, with instruction manuals on unsealing and refining it. Qian Yuan Bayou Sure E was overwhelmed. She felt unworthy of such a gift compared to what little she'd given in return. Qian Yuan, your gesture. I understand, but this is just too precious. If it wasn't precious, I wouldn't gift it to you. If you won't take it, I'll give it to Water Mengru. She instantly accepted it. She knew he was joking, right? Actually, he wasn't. Water Mengru shivered slightly, clearly hearing their conversation. Black Alan Holy Sun snaps. This is too much. He flirts with my ex-fiancé, now my current one? Does he think I'm a cuck? Qian Yuan, remember our duel? If you kneel and kowtow 1,000 times, maybe I'll spare your dog life. Spare me the nonsense, green Alan brat. I'll be waiting in the outer starfield. Don't chicken out. Qian Yuan took off like a cannonball toward the stars. Black Alan Holy Sun immediately followed, his aura exploding. All the proud geniuses looked at each other and shot toward the starfield as well. Everyone came, Star Moon Princess, Water Mengru, Bayou Sure E, Flame Peak Holy Sun, and the entire auction audience. Over that ocean of stars, 2 enormous auras suddenly clashed. The atmosphere grew stiflingly intense. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.